everyone. In today's mod review, we are going to be deep diving into some kids mods for your Sims. It's primarily children and under. I figured though that I might try and hit up a infant style mod review this week or maybe next week, so let me know if you're interested in that. But getting back to my point, I am here to fill up your mod folders with all the mods that I find, and I think I've been doing that. So today let's dive into some more mods to add into your mod folders. Alright, like I said, it was kids, so we have today a child and a toddler. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't want to deal with an infant today, so we have a toddler, which is already pushing my buttons. The first mod is Precious Moments. I think I've covered this maybe one time on here. Alright, now that they're all inside, Precious Moments is a mod by Plumlace that basically adds more interactions for your toddlers. So when I go to click on my toddler using my adult sim, you'll see this Precious Moments right here. In here, you can basically teach them animal sounds, count to 10, offer emotional support, encouraging words, and practice ABCs. So it gives your adults a little bit more to do with their toddlers. Plus, I just think it's super cute because, like, obviously this is a lot of stuff that we do, you know, with, you know, kids in real life. I don't have kids, obviously, but even right here, you get these buffs with counting connection, and then they should have something else. Yeah, growing, well, that's because yeah, I might have clicked some buttons, but I don't think that matters. Anyways, so this portion is really just like gameplay based. They can teach them like the animal sounds, and they actually make the sounds in game. So that is pretty cool. The next mod I wanted to cover is mainly for children, which is why we've got Benjamin here. Benjamin, where are you going? Why don't you just plop a seat? Oh. How could I have not guessed? The computer. We have a cow? Sorry, I just bought this house in The Sims. We got a lot of animals. Goldwyn? No, we're not doing I actually have a fear of chickens, if you guys didn't know that. I do not like chickens. I like eating chickens. I don't like chickens. Anyways, so for kids, before I got distracted, there is a mod, Soccer for All. Now, I'm gonna be quite frank. The one thing that pissed me off about The Sims is when Discovery University came out, they added a soccer sport path and an esports path, which was a great idea because it gives your Sims, like, a little bit of extra boost within the scholarships, and if they wanted to do that athletic track, they could do that. The one thing, though, they didn't add, which kind of pissed me off, was Soccer for All. Like, it doesn't make sense for your young adults to just start playing soccer and make it to, like, D1 soccer, essentially. Like, you have to, like, work from when you're, you know, a kid and onwards. So, to me, that was always so unrealistic. And I feel like they also should have added football into, like, the athletic stuff for Discovery University. They only did one sport, which, to this day, that's a whole podcast I could do. But with this mod, it is Soccer for All. So you can have your kids join, you know, after school programs. Hold on. Can you get off the computer, Benjamin? And you can see right here, soccer team player. Now, this is only for children and up, but it's still amazing. Just the fact that they're now able to do that is wonderful. And then they'll have this, and then it's like they've actually worked up to doing that. When we click on here, these are all the stuff that you have, kind of like the Discovery University. This is required, is Discovery University for this pack. But if I wanted to, you know, he made his way up, guys. I don't know what you just saw there. But anyways, this is that, you know, mod. So I really love it. It's for your teens as well, so they can do soccer. This is definitely going to stay in my mod folder. I don't know about yours. What is this? Oh, it's a rabbit. Can we name it? Bun. I kind of like that. All right. Stop getting sidetracked. I am so sidetracked today. Okay. The next mod, I'm trying to think of what we have. Oh, here's another one. We're going to travel with the family because the next mod is more kids at the playground. Now, this creator has a lot more. They've got them for like parks, cafes, pools, literally probably anything you can think of where more children, teens, and even toddlers will show up to the playgrounds, which I love because I don't think there's a lot of kids that show up to the playgrounds. But with this mod, you do need the base mod that will be linked on my Patreon to send it to the page. But when we go to the parks, which we're just gonna go to the Oasis Springs one, and it might take a second. Okay, now Zachary, and Nora, this is not to go dating. You're here with your children. You see how there's like more kids showing up? They also come with an adult as well. Like they come accompanied, so it's not just them showing up, they've got people. But I love it because your kids will actually have more people to play with. Stop it. There are children around. But like your children are able to meet more, you know, potential friends or potential lovers. Childhood best friends to lovers, you know? But they can basically have more playmates. They can have more people to hang out with at the park. I mean, look at how you have never seen that many people at these parks. This is definitely a mod that I'm going to stay in my mod, that is going to stay in my mod folder on top of all the other ones that they have made as well on their CurseForge page. But look at this. Look at how full this park is. And it's like an okay park. Like, it's not the greatest. Like, there's better ones on the gallery. But, like, look at how many people are here. What is Hillary doing over here? Are you glitched out? Do you need help? Here, let me help you. Oh, wait. Never mind. Okay. She's like, don't touch me. All right. Well, that's kind of it for that mod. Like, I really don't know how else to explain it. It just allows you to have more like toddlers, children, teens at the park with their accompanied adults. And we'll get on to our next mod. All right, so the next mod is by Zero, and this is actually one of the mods that I have been like secretly hoping that would come out, something like this, and it finally did. They were able to make this incredible mod, and it is called Family for Help. So this mod is strictly for those family members who are living in different households. So if your sim is living in the same household, this is not going to work. I've already tried and failed at that because I thought maybe there'd be a loophole. No, there wasn't. This is for like your grandparents or your aunts or uncles in The Sims, or even if you have siblings that have moved out of the house and maybe you have children and you need help with them. You can do this for, I believe, your infants and up. I'm not sure about like your newborns in The Sims. You might be able to. I would assume so. But I think this is such a brilliant mod because we really don't have that much when it comes to grandparents. I mean, we had Growing Together, which came out to give us more family interactions, but I feel like we still lack a lot of that. So let's get into essentially what this mod does exactly. So the first thing that you can do is you can either get like this stuffed animal and click like request family help. Now, I only gave them a grandma because obviously this is a new save. I'm never going to touch this again. But if you had more, it would pop up with the relatives that, you know, would allow, that would be able to come over and do it. You can also click on your toddlers, and if we have Madeline stop what she's doing, you can click on your toddler and request family help. Now, it will say it's too late to call a grandparent, but on here, oh, they give us a time thing. Oh, shoot, we might not actually be able to do this. All right, well, I used UI cheats to basically cheat it, and we should be able to do it now. So we're going to call it, this is Nora's mom in The Sims, but we're going to call Nora, or we're going to call Eloise. What am I talking about? Not Nora. All right, and it says the grandparent called by Nora Kringle is on the way. So we should be getting Eloise to come here any minute now. And then they should come help and basically help with the children for 6 hours, I think. It says, hello, sweetheart. It's me, Grandma Eloise. I'm so happy to be here and help out. I'll keep an eye on the little ones, make sure they're fed, entertained, and safe. And of course, I'll tidy up if needed. Let's make some memories. You know what? And I'm all here for it. I don't know if there's certain interactions you can do with them being here. Like if you can redirect them to certain things. So I think they kind of just do their own thing, which is fine. So yes, it's kind of pretty self-explanatory. They'll help out, you know, they'll stay here for at least 6 hours, I think. And now she's wanting a place to stay. You live in the same place. Like, I don't know what the dealio is. And also Benjamin's going off to soccer practice now, so this should be interesting. But yeah, again, pretty self-explanatory. Great idea for a mod because it's not just for grandparents, it's for your uncles, aunts, you know, siblings, whoever it is. You can always request help from this little guy. You can click on them like I showed you. It won't pop up now because we have, you know, her here. This kind of brings me on to my next mod, which I am very excited to show you guys. This is by Grumpy. She is one of my favorite mod creators out there, but it is a Christmas inspired mod, which is perfect because it is Christmas in The Sims, although It is Christmas, but it is not, like, snowing in The Sims. Kind of sad. I thought it would be snowing by now. Anyways, this is, I would say, for your toddlers mainly, because it more is a story light mod, which Christmas theme with stories and stuff like that. So basically what we want to do, no, sit down. Basically what we want to do is go on the phone and then go down to this Buy the Dreamlight Storyteller. They have books that you can also buy from a bookshelf, but you can also buy it in here. There's 3 different ones. And then you have the Storyteller right here, which is that Dreamlight I was talking about. We're gonna buy all of them. And I'll unpause it now, because you guys, I don't really need you guys for, you know, well, I'll need them in a few to demonstrate what this mod does. I'm gonna put it up here, but essentially your toddlers can come over here and do these interactive Christmas tales, which again, it's the 3 of them, or they can do like this nightlight, you know, function where they can change the colors like you would do like with a light. So maybe we can do this like, I don't know, that kind of, I'll just go with this one right here. This one looks cool. And so when it gets to, you know, nighttime, which it is, your Sims can come in here, and I'm actually gonna change her outfit because she needs to be on theme for this. She already got her Christmas PJs on and everything. She can essentially go and click, you know, maybe she wants to do this elf family. And look at that! So you can actually read the stories that are happening. So you can actually read the stories here. It says, Elmira and her family were elves living in a peaceful home and loved spending the holidays together. However, one person was missing around the Christmas tree, her grandfather, whom she missed dearly. So you guys can read this yourselves. You can stop reading it, or you can click on the next page. And then they have all of these different stories for you, which is just so cool. Like, the amount of detail in this is crazy. Like, you can actually have more toddler gameplay within this. Your Sims can also read these stories to their toddlers as well. I'll show you that in a minute once she finishes this story. And then that's kind of the end of that. And then she gets this little buff from reading the stories. But if my Sim wanted to read Madeline, you know, a story, we can also go to Madeline and ask for a bedtime story from, like, Nora. You can see the book right there. And there's actual photos in there, too. Like, I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm trying to get the angles. Bro, Zachary! But they have the actual, like, stories in there. Like I've said, you can also buy the Christmas tales here. You can actually, like, they have pages in them. Like, if you pull it up, like, there's pages in those. Like, that is crazy. Yeah, but now Madeline's asleep. I don't know if I did a good job at explaining that, nor do I know if I got a good thumbnail for this, but your Sims can essentially read stories, you know. And if I wake up Madeline and maybe I want to do a new story, maybe I want to do this, The Lost Hat, she can go back up, grab the light, and go through these interactive stories. And so yeah, this is perfect way to make your toddlers, you know, gameplay a little bit more intriguing, but also getting their imagination, you know, reading skills up as well. And then they can just slot themselves into bed. So it's a 2-for-1. And then you can just put the nightlight back up there. But I think that is a perfect mod for your toddlers. And that was the one mod that I saw on Thursday, and I was like, I've got to cover this because this is perfect for the season, since we're in that Christmas season. So those are all the mods that I had for you guys today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed them. I also had a fun time filming this video. I can't wait to use the interactive dream light in my gameplay because, again, like, yes, it's Christmas for us right now, but in The Sims, seasons do go by pretty quickly. So during that Winterfest season, it will, you know, be a mod that is, you know, seasonal in The Sims, which I love too. But you can also keep it around for, you know, the whole year if you wanted to. You can make it, you know, your Sims kids like night lights and all of that stuff. So definitely a great mod to add into your game. It is in early access though, so I'm not exactly sure when it gets into public access. But with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video. And don't forget that I do go live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at around like 6:15-ish during that time. So make sure to turn those push notifications on so you don't miss another live stream where we do all of our Let's Plays on there. And then I will see you all on Wednesday. I'm not sure for a Simmers Digest or a mod review. We'll have to see. But until then, I will see you all later.